The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it, except for the people that have played this game several times now. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware.
Colonel, what are you doing?
I am going to the tavern.
Oh man, you're gonna become town drunk now.
No, I'm gonna bartend.
You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum.
I'm gonna say yes, please.
You spend 1 wealth. The fortune teller takes your hand and begins showering you with promises of love and wealth. She doesn't really go into any detail, and the whole time you can't help but think that this is an act. Underwhelmed and slightly poor, you can't help but feel like you've wasted your money. That night, while walking home, a fortune teller runs up to you and gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Aw, you did find love.
There's the love pot, she says with a toothless smile. Then she hands you a giant sack of gold. And there's the wealth, she says. You gain 2 wealth. Still think I'm a hack?
Yes.
Cheating.
You were 100% in control of that.
She's just in it for the ego game.
Also,
I would like to go to the gardens.
They exist again.
You do still have the same eyes. So
And I would
the
like
sunken
to-
weird dot eyes is the
To
permanent
meditate.
fixture.
Also, Colonel, you did not become the town drunk. You became the town enabler.
Yeah. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, on your way home from the park, you come across a golden ring in the grass.
I will wear the ring.
Can you repeat that?
I will wear the ring.
Upon placing the ring on your finger, orange glowing markings appear on the outside of the band. The markings unravel themselves from the ring and swirl in front of you. They form into what appears to be a fully armored ghost radiating a beautiful orange light. The ghost turns to you and nods before walking away. Sup? The ring looks good on you.
It looks good.
You gain 1 charm.
Okay, then. Sure.
Can't wait to see if that comes up later. I'm gonna go into Dangerville. The exciting forest. It looks beautiful. I love how they drew the forest in this game.
It really is good.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. I fucked up that like 4 times. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a gigantic moss-covered stone. It pulses with magical energy. What do? Touch it. Always touch it. Maybe lick it. You lay your hand on the enormous object. The stone's magical energy shoots into your body. You gain 1 magic.
You just lick the stone into giving you magic. Okay, we're going to the
It's like
palace.
licking a battery. You just get this tiny little shock.
Gonna do administration work.
Oh, you're a nerd this run.
Yeah.
You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace.
Oh
This is
awesome.
This is the real bird. He's just role playing himself. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day, the court jester approaches you. You know, there's a really good efficiency app you can download.
Fuck you.
Would you like to learn to juggle? He asks excitedly. I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum. This guy just stalks you around no matter what timeline you're in.
No, my money.
Says the jester. He walks away disappointed in every timeline. That evening on the way home, you find a gold coin on the ground.
Yes.
What luck! You gain 1 wealth. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago.
It was like last week.
All right, Colonel, what are you doing?
So I want to go to the palace, and I want to
boy.
dance. What is it? The thing? It's a 10 the ball. That's the one.
And I just sorry, I just looked over and realized that my incoherent stream title is less than the captain is dead.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a pun on that stream name or what.
I got used to it. I got used to it saying "let's stream," and so I got the habit of not changing the first 2 words. But the title was previously less than satisfactory.
Oh, nice.
So I only changed satisfactory. Do you say 10 the ball?
Yes. Yep.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. Look at your little gloves and your tiny hands.
Mm-hmm.
And that really
Look at how
oddly
you're holding.
sized glass.
Look Look at how you're holding the glass with
That's
two
pretty
tiny
great.
fingers. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you don't understand the joke at all.
I'm gonna try and figure out the joke on my own.
It's a joke.
It's just like our podcast.
Yeah.
You never managed to figure it out. Probably some kind of pop culture reference. You've begun coming to terms with the fact that your sense of humor is lacking. Oh no! Being more self-aware, you manage to exude an aura of confidence. You gain 1 charm.
What? Wow, that's
You
all turned around.
Your sense of humor is terrible, but you're so aware of it that it makes you charming somehow.
I will stay with the gardens, and I will once again meditate.
I would
You're gonna
think
start
of doing
floating
that
by
to see what
turn
would
6.
happen. Yeah.
You spend the week deep in meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad.
Please, sir,
The frog begs.
I am not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kiss me, it would break the curse and return me to normal.
I'm trying to. I will catch the frog.
Furry.
Wouldn't it be a croaky? You realize that a talking frog is worth a fortune and quickly grab for it. I don't know if this is the enlightenment you were looking for.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
You aren't quick enough to catch the frog. It leaps out of your grasp and swims away. You realize you should grip things tighter. You gain 1 finesse.
I guess I should do that from now on.
That poor frog is going to be
Idiot.
terrified to ask anyone else now. I need more nature, more bizarre
I'm really
bullshit
hoping that
happens.
one thing happens.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, you hear the footsteps of rumbling to the forest in your direction of hundreds of orcs and stuff like last time. What'd you do?
I charmed them, but it failed, so...
No, my charm's even lower.
Yeah,
when
your
I hide.
finesse is probably...
You jump into a nearby ditch. You ditch those orcs, huh? The orcs will ride past you. Nice hiding. You gain 1 finesse. Oh.
I'm gonna go to the arena.
I'm getting really underwhelming point gains. We're back to normal matches. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 6 wealth. Whoa.
Wow!
One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you.
Excuse me, I need a sparring partner, he says. Are you down for a fight or two?
Refer to him to the burly guy next to you.
Thanks, he says.
Thanks.
Later on, you see the 2 of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not to be punched in the face, you feel like this was a good decision. You gain 1 mind.
That's fucking hilarious.
Just punching each other back and forth.
Now you do me. Oh. Now you do me. Oh.
What's mine say? It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still.
Right on.
And I will spend my time in preparation dancing away in the palace, please.
Nothing exploded yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
Very well.
Why?
Trick. You want to explode things so you win.
You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day the king approaches you.
God,
Excuse
this
me, but
bullshit.
you look like someone who I could confide in, he says.
Then
Yeah,
why
instead,
are they having me?
yeah, you're being helpful, Bird, but he's holding a martini, so. I really wanted a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom. He blushes a little. Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? We got to raise her reputation to maximum, and then you got to give her a gift, and then when you get to the climax of the narrative,
That's not where I thought this was gonna
I'm
go.
gonna teach the king my ways.
oh, you do have 12 charm. You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king.
Oh.
By the end of it,
kingy.
he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large stack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth.
Motherfucker.
I'm used to seeing that scenario fail.
Well, I guess I'm gonna stick with what I'm good at. I'm gonna go to the gardens and I'm gonna meditate.
That wasn't a failure? I thought that was a failure.
No, he said
You gain money.
it said he's just as charming as you are. You succeeded.
You were very charming. Yeah.
You're a skill trainer from Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day you come across an elderly man snoozing in the grass. When is that ghost going to come up again? Or whatever came out of the ring.
Know.
You there, young person.
He waves you over.
I'm having an awful time trying to nap in this bright sun. Do you mind giving me some shade?
Sure, I'll block the sun for the old man.
Ages seem to pass as you stand in the hot sun, the wizened old man sleeping peacefully in your shadow. This is an absurd scenario.
Yes.
The sun is sweltering, and after some hours you begin to feel faint. Gradually, everything grows dark. When you awaken, it is evening in the garden, and an ancient gnarled tree stands where the old man was sleeping. For witnessing this miraculous event, you gain 1 magic.
Cool.
Sweet.
The old man in the garden in the shade and stuff like that sounds.
It sounds like
Everybody's
a-
doing one thing. And one
Like
thing
some kind of
only.
Aesop's fable thing or something.
Exactly.
Or like an old story.
Yep.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you come across a group of people in the woods. From the expressions on their faces, they appear to be lost. Rob them. You jump out behind the tree, brandishing your weapon, demanding they hand over their goods. One of them refuses and charges you with their pitchfork. You disarm her and knock her to the ground. Everybody quickly hands over their goods and asks that you leave them alone. You gain 3 wealth. At this point, I think the plot twist is just going to be that I don't fucking live in this town. I just live in the woods.
We are so rich.
Yeah, that's the
Except
trend
for me.
apparently.
I'm the only one who doesn't have any money.
Did you say arena?
Yep. Bet on fight.
You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 6
Yeah.
wealth.
Dear Lord.
I feel like that's like 2 maximum rolls. One day, in between matches, you stumble upon one of the higher-ranked fighters ingesting illegal strength potions.
Please, sir, don't report me.
She cries.
I'll even share some of my potion with you if you keep quiet, she adds.
Take her offer.
Thank you so much for not reporting me.
She says while she's handing you her flask. You take a small swig of her potion and can feel your muscles expand significantly. You gain 2 physique. Is it going to be what if it like...
I was gonna say this isn't gonna work out well in the long term, is it?
Yeah, I
No,
feel like it
probably
might
not.
have diminishing or even negative returns. And then the world was a howling fury, chaos, screaming, the sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Week 4.
What are you doing, Colonel?
I think maybe. Let's see. Let's go to the gardens.
No! You're taking the gardens away from me, you monster.
Escape.
Do something other than meditate, you monk.
I'm not gonna
Fuck.
meditate.
You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. In the process, you chop down the old man. You gain 1
You
finesse,
monster.
1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day, a toothless old woman approaches you.
Again?
So many old people here.
I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested
Buy
in
them.
purchasing them?
Buy them.
You spend 1 wealth on the beans. I like that all stat losses, including money, are a stab sound. Later, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden.
Oh,
it's gonna explode.
Oh, that's going to be an event.
it's gonna explode.
It's going to come up later. Maybe the
All right, well,
maybe it'll
since the gardens
intermingle
were
with
taken
the,
away
with
from
the
me.
ghost.
I am going to go to the hospital. I am going to tend to patients.
Oh, such a virtuous fellow.
You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. You're no longer you've lost your vow of poverty. One day, a patient comes to the hospital with sores that nobody's ever seen before. While walking by his bedside, he looks at you and rudely asks for a glass of water.
I will get him some water.
You bring him a small glass to quench his thirst. He takes a large sip, swigs it around, then proceeds to spit it at you. The water hits you right in the face. Nobody has the finesse to dodge.
Yeah.
After cleaning up, you scold the obviously insane
You're gonna get
man for spitting at you.
Uzumaki.
That night, when you get home, you feel dizzy. You start having vivid hallucinations about ancient wizards. You gain 3 magic. You lose 3 mind.
Good thing I have a lot of mind.
God. That's gonna pay off at some point.
Yep.
Spend the week hunting
I'm not-
defenseless critters. One day you stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in the field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly.
Excuse me, would you care to
Same
dance?
scenario.
She asks.
Oh, man.
I have so much finesse. I've been training
Yeah.
for this.
I've been wanting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with, she sighs. I'd love to dance. She giggles and takes you by the hand. She starts humming out a song, and the two of you dance together in the middle of the forest. The two of you have perfect chemistry. All of your movements are perfectly in sync, finely honed by murder. I've killed hundreds of rabbits, and now I can dance. You dance with her well into the night. Afterwards, she thanks you for the lovely evening with a kiss on the cheek. You feel energy radiate through your body. Oh, am I getting all the points again? Nope. Charm. Oh, I thought I was gonna feel good.
Bird Palace.
Oh, it's Bird's turn.
Let's do administrative work.
Oh.
You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. Oh my god. You really are role playing a fucking tech bro. This is your program.
I got my fucking Robin Hood app.
Yeah, you alternate between fucking programming and fucking trading.
You're calculating
stock market.
statistical averages of
Jesus Christ
of the fighters at the arena, and then going back to do your administrative stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing technical analysis on the fighters.
Yep, and whenever you're on lunch from your admin work, you're just trading notes about stock market shit.
Oh my god.
You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. One day you decide to lean up against a wall just to take a break. Oh. It rotates. You found the jester and the wall in both timelines.
What are you doing this time?
It rotates as you apply pressure and you stumble down a set of stairs. You enter a large dusty room full of barrels. You found the king's famous wine cellar.
Keep quiet about what we saw.
Nerd. Just knowing you have a secret to hide is so exciting.
Jesus Christ.
It's the most exciting thing that's happened to you besides your massive wealth. Oh my god. 17.
So much money.
You gain 1 charm and 1 mind.
Fantastic. I'm such a tech bro in this one.
When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? 2/3.
So, meditate in the garden. I'm not sure if that's going to trigger the beans, but I guess we're going to find out.
You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. One day, while in the gardens, you notice a beanstalk.
Oh, there it was.
Water it.
If plants could express emotions, it'd let you know how delightful it was to be watered. Wow, this is a long payoff.
Wow. Yeah, no kidding. I am going to...
And that vine was the Yawhg.
And I'm going to brew a potion.
You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. Over the course of the week, you notice yourself growing more and more spiral-shaped sores all over your body. One day, the sores begin glowing a vibrant blue.
You're gonna blow it up.
You feel the magical power grow even stronger while your mind slips further and further. You gain 3 magic, lose 3 mind. In no time, the sores are glowing so bright that they hurt to look at. Someone rushes up to you asking if you're alright. With only a glance, you set them aflame. You let out a scream that shakes the earth and shatters the skulls of all nearby. A river of blood coats the ground as you walk about, reveling in your destruction. You black out. When you come to, you're at home in your bed. Your sores have faded, and you feel like the disease's symptoms have passed. You feel like
It's the alchemy tower.
but you think about it.
I should have gone to the forest.
You explode out in the wilderness. Spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, during the forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats. So hunting, then. At first, you jump backwards in shock, but then you start to hear them conversing with another. Oh, they're... It's Warhammer. They call you over.
Excuse me, Miss.
One of them says in a high-pitched voice.
Do you think you might be able to help us out with something?
I don't know how to improv Skaven.
You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, man, when it seems our votes are completely tied. We're trying to decide between Seedpaw, the Vengeful, and Blightooth the Wise, says the rat. Seedpaw steps forward. If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader. One who isn't afraid to take the fight to the enemy, proclaims Seedpaw, with awkward kerning on the W and the S. It was just bothering me. Blightooth steps up. If you vote for me, good miss, I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment. Fuck that, says Blightooth. Which rat do you choose?
Demagogues.
Seedpaw. Half the rats roar with tiny applause. I've never seen this scenario before. Blightooth bows his head and walks back into the mass of rats. Seedpot climbs into your shoulder and whispers fighting tips into your ear as thanks. Oh, one finesse and physique.
Cool.
Fuck was that scenario?
All right, Bird, are you gonna go back to your desk?
How many weeks are there?
6.
Okay, so I'll have one more turn after this.
Yes.
Okay, Palace. Do administration work.
Every day is exactly the same. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. The funny thing is I have the least variance in my choices, but the most variance in the outcome.
I have the most... I have no variance in outcome at all.
It all is the same thing.
Yeah. You make money every turn. That's all that happens. You've paid 2 wealth and gained 1 mind. One day you accidentally bump into a duke.
Ew, smelly.
Watch where you're going, you filthy peasant.
He shoves you out of the way with his hand and continues walking.
Super active.
Cubicle life. Oh my god.
I'm fucked either way.
Probably.
We're gonna do a...
How much spine does this character have?
None. Passive aggressive.
You want to read it?
That outfit looks really comfortable.
Somebody has said that to me before, and I didn't know it was an insult.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
It's like telling somebody like, wow, that looks really cold. When you're really saying that they're
Comfortable's nice.
Well, it's like you're supposed to look dressed to look good. So they're like, oh, that looks comfortable.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see the meaning.
I had a friend of mine say that to me in college, and I didn't know for like a year that it was an insult. Like, that's a weird thing to say. He looks mildly insulted. Sick burn!
Sick
Got
burn.
him! You gain 1 charm. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost.
I'm gonna flee to the
Almost.
skies. I'm gonna go to the gardens and I'm gonna landscape.
No, my gardens.
You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse and physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. One day you notice a glowing beanstalk in a corner of the garden. When you get closer, everything flashes white. It's a good thing you were like player 1, or somebody else could have sniped this from you.
Yeah.
The beanstalk transformed into a small gnome.
Well, that's not what I expect.
The gnome thanks you for freeing him from the magical seeds. You had to grow him out of his prison. As a reward, he offers you the choice between the following. Blessings of the blessings of the tangible or the cerebral.
The cerebral.
You gain 3 mind. You gain 3
We're gonna
charm.
lose.
You gain 3 magic. That's
Wow.
a big
Yo.
stat spike.
Never mind, that was really good.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I am going to go to the hospital,
That's such a spike. There it is.
That makes up
and
for
I'm going
everything.
to tend to patients.
If you go to the hospital
Kinda
this much, I
bad
guess you do
posture.
tend towards patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. It's back to haunt you.
No, the other one was orange.
Oh, was
wait,
it? Is it a
she-
different ghost?
Yeah.
It's a different.
She
ghost.
seems to be.
banshee.
She seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out horrible noises. How can you be nearly headless? She doesn't appear to realize that she is freaking everyone out. You decide to do
Rude.
something about it.
Vaporize the ghost with magic.
Oh my god. What happened to your
Totally
enlightenment?
can.
I guess meditation doesn't make people nice. I'm gonna catch this frog and murder this ghost. With a wave of your hand, you fire up a magic bolt. The ghost lets out a wail as the bolt pierces her heart. She slowly fizzles out of existence. Target practice. You gain 1 magic.
Nice.
that
That's
was
so
bad.
brutal, man.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. This honest labor thing is really, really bad. I should have just been gambling like tech bros.
Yeah.
This,
I mean,
I'm
it's
I'm over here. I'm Miss Warehouse instead of cheating the system. Cheating the system. One night through the trees, you spot a group of cloaked figures all standing in a circle. They're chanting in unison. O mighty lord of the night, master of beasts, bringer of pain and derision. One of them runs out of the darkness towards the rest of the group. Sorry, everyone, I was reading this calendar wrong, he says. We were supposed to summon the demon yesterday. Now we have to wait a whole year to try again. There's a collective sigh as the group disperses. You learned a bit about demon summoning. You gain 1 mind and 1 magic.
That's random.
That's stupid.
Whoops. Wrong day, everybody.
We'll
try again next year.
Are you going to bet again? Or are you going to actually fight this time?
I'm gonna bet on the fight.
Oh,
Keith, you know me so
I hope he
fucking well,
loses.
dude.
I hope he loses all his money.
It'd be a weird character move to suddenly fight with your 5 finesse, and you're just you finally snapped one day. You just needed you would have been Fight Club.
You would have been like
at the last minute. Suddenly you're like, no, fucking punch! I want to take turns punching each other in the face now. You spend the week placing bets on your favorite fighters. You gain 5 wealth. You finally didn't roll a 6. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. This game's really carefully using a lot of gender-neutral characters, so they don't have to write multiple ones or even try to interpret which one you'd prefer. It's always Kelly and Robin and stuff, and John or Jean.
Jean.
Yeah. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Jean, one of the most popular fighters in the arena, the one that I defeated in the last timeline, butts into the conversation. Hey, Kelly, sorry to interrupt. We gotta leave right now if you want to make it to your mother's in time.
Oh my god.
You say,
so
as an awkward...
That's a wingman right there.
You say as an awkward goodbye. You say an awkward goodbye as they walk off holding hands. How do you feel?
How do you feel? Extreme jealousy.
You become extremely grumpy for the rest of the week, and then the world ends. You lose 1 charm. While you're no fun to be around, you channel your rage into working out.
Such a
You gain 2
bro.
physique.
You're just rage broing out,
So horrible. I can't believe I managed to outdo the guy that fucking
That was
bet on
remarkable.
dog fighting.
You made one of the
monster.
You made one of the most consistent role-playing characters ever in this game.
Yeah.
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving?
Okay, what are you doing?
Here we go.
Okay, well, I'm not amazing, but
You have a ridiculous charm, though.
yeah, well, not ridiculous, but kind of good.
I mean, that's normal ridiculous. The 20 stuff isn't. That's not supposed to happen. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I'll go with the leader.
You take it upon yourself to be the leader of the survivors. You expertly delegate and prioritize tasks. You give motivating speeches and act as an effective mediator in disputes. It helps the rebuilding effort significantly.
Nice.
I was going to try and go for the doctor with my mind, but I'm going to go with conjurer instead.
Let's hope that your mind helps you save yourself.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You take it upon yourself to help conjure up supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon supplies of the highest caliber. With little effort, you're summoning high-quality lumber and food out of nowhere. This helps the rebuilding effort significantly. Fuck. Finesse?
Taylor, probably?
Yeah, probably Taylor. Funnily enough, I think smelter is one of the things you can do with money. Is you can melt all the coins down.
You melt all your money down.
That makes sense.
It's just a thing that took us a while to figure out, but I think that's how it works. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You make and mend clothing faster than anyone would have ever expected. Out of all those pelts you farmed for the last 6 weeks. Every survivor now has an excess number of scarves, socks, and hats to keep warm. You really should have stopped sooner, honestly. Weird choice. This helps the survival effort immensely.
Oh, immensely.
That sounds like an even bigger word.
It's immensely. Goodness.
Yeah, it was immensely as well when I was the conjurer before.
Damn.
I noticed that. Yeah.
24 wealth.
Dear Lord.
And town drunk.
I'm tempted, but we've already done that one. But I'm
haven't done the
really
smelter.
tempted. But if I go smelter, I'm going to be giving up my wealth to help all of you.
Yeah,
which is-
whereas looter means taking more wealth.
Yeah, but think of it this
The
way:
thing
when you're
is-
done, you get to keep the business.
That's true.
Yeah,
The thing is, I was
investment
hoping
in
to
your
become the
future.
leader because I have the most money. So I kind of figured. it
And
would
like
just
any
kinda
tech
work
bro,
itself
you
out.
think you're an
Motivate
expert in
everyone with
everything
money.
now.
Well, I thought that I would be like the fucking like one of those like prepper type people, right? Like have a ton of money, and like in the apocalypse become the leader.
In a world where
All right,
money
we'll do the
doesn't do
smelter.
anything.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do the smelter.
You volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building
Oh,
materials.
this is so fucking out of character. I'm
Yeah.
so mad.
Your former riches provide a wealth of metal for survivors to build with. This helps the
Let
survival
me put it
effort
to you this way.
immensely.
This was your highest, statistically highest probability of your survival.
No.
Yeah, but being helpful was not in character.
No.
You lose a
fair.
lot of money in the process, though. You lose three wealth.
Oh, that's-
Another
no,
3
wait,
wealth.
No.
That's
Wow,
only 6 wealth.
Wow, you only lost
God.
a fourth of it? I thought you'd lose all of it.
This is why I'm
Yeah.
going libertarian.
And so we set
tax
about
me.
our tasks, once more living our lives. This time, in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end,
We are victorious.
we just fucking... Whoa, we flourished.
flourished.
One.
We just won twice in a row. What the fuck? I'll
And
have
this
to-
is probably the best ending.
I swear this is normal. I'll have to show you guys my other videos. And the highlight I uploaded today, actually.
Yeah,
We flourished. Towers, once wrecked and ravaged, rose towards the sky. Trees again took root and then blossomed. We all blossomed. And though it took a long while, and though it took a lot from us, our future is bright. Should the Yawhg ever return, we will be ready.
Hey!
Look at those
at
diagonal
that.
weird neon light clouds.
I can't believe that we won twice with me playing the shittiest people I could conjure up every
Yeah.
time.
Maybe that's how society works.
Fair.
With the old tavern owner dying in the Yawhg, you decide to take on the task. Before long, the tavern's busier than ever, filled with good music, games, and friends. Your tavern's doing so great that every other tavern in the area has closed down. You start a chain of taverns throughout the city to fill the demand. Each new tavern you open makes it more difficult to manage all of them. You begin to enacting policies that make it easier for you to keep track of how the taverns are being run. The taverns all start to become bland and uninteresting places to be. But since you have a monopoly, you're still making ridiculous amounts of
Oh
money.
my god. That's amazing.
After the town is rebuilt, you go back to meditating in the park. You spend weeks at a time, sitting in one spot, trying to cross to another plane of existence. After years of attempts and self-sacrifice, you finally manage to cross over to the astral realm. You come to find that the astral realm is exactly like the normal world, except everyone's eyes are slightly smaller. You don't know how to get back home.
Oh no.
Aww.
I finally learned astral projection, and it's bullshit.
It's trash. After the town is rebuilt, you become leader of the hunting party. You become the town's main supplier of game, meat, and furs. That was already the case. I already did that. You become extremely adept at killing defenseless animals. One day, you spot a glowing blue fox in the woods and then kill it. Upon seeing you, it cackles and runs off. You pursue it for what feels like hours, but to no avail.
Oh, it's the fucking white stag of the forest.
Capturing the laughing blue fox becomes an obsession for you. You spend every moment thinking of its laugh, even while you sleep.
Cool.
Its cackle feels as if it's burning into your brain. Oh my! I got Ahabbed.
It is the white stag. Straight up.
With the town rebuilt, you spend most of your time in the new arena. Through strategic betting and a bit of luck, you become extremely wealthy.
Yes!
You already were. You live the rest of your life comfortably, without any financial worry, alone.
That's just it. It's just you die rich.
Oh, look
Fuck
at that.
yeah.
You didn't even
I
get-
contributed
you-
nothing.
2 of you died
I-
rich, and 2 of us died having our obsessions ruin our lives.
I contributed nothing. I built no things of value after the apocalypse. I just had money from
Yeah,
gambling.
that's almost as good as a personality or talents.
It's
Yeah.
better.
It's
I'm
better.
surprised it didn't explode though from
It's
the
more
spirals,
monetizable.
honestly.
A
Yeah,
personality
I think-
isn't legal tender.